I am sick and tired of this, and I got to speak on it. Well, speak on it, Prime. I'm glad you said so. Why you got an attitude like life owes you? Kids, you got an attitude like your parents owe you. Relationship, you got an attitude like that person who left you owes you. Life don't owe you nothing. You living, you breathing, you consuming air, you consuming space, and you in time. And you ain't paid for none of that. If truth be told, you owe life. You owe life. You got air, you're breathing, space, time, everything. And you ain't gave back nothing. And I'm gonna tell you about life. Life don't accept checks, credit cards, cash, or sex. Now how you gonna pay for life? God gave you life, and you ain't giving God nothing. Think about that. Truth. I think truth is good for kids. We're so busy lying, we don't even recognize the truth no more in society. We want everybody to feel good. That's not the way life is.
I gotta push back on this. You're father of college athletes.
Yes.
If they called you and say, hey, we got a new coach and they're telling me to get in the transfer portal.
I say, son, you must not be doing well.
That's what you'd say.
You must not be doing well, because you should be an asset and not a liability.
What are things about yourself you want your kids to reflect, and things that you want them to actually be better at than you?
Choosing people that they spend time with. Don't let anybody and everybody in your company, and everybody that's there ain't necessarily there clapping for you or clapping with you or wanting to see you succeed. Things that have never been done, and that makes people uncomfortable. When you see a confident black man sitting up here talking his talk, walking his walk, coaching 75% African Americans in the locker room, that's kind of threatening. Oh, they don't like that. But guess what? We're going to consistently do what we do, because I'm here and ain't going nowhere. And I'm about to get comfortable in a minute. Those aren't my top plays. Let me tell you why. Because see, my top plays happened in practice when no one was looking. My top plays happened in Fort Myers, Florida, when none of you knew anything about me. My top plays happened when there was no camera there. See, those are the plays you just caught on camera. Those weren't my top plays, because I practiced like I played, so when I played, it would be practice. I never think about failure. I'm not a failure. I've won everywhere I've gone, all the way back from a shorty. I'm a darn winner, man. That's what I do. Not only a winner, my winning is not based on games. My winning is based on life. I want these kids to graduate, to be fine young men, to open doors, and yes ma'am, and no ma'am, and yes sirs, no sirs, to be fathers, not baby daddies, to be real men that shows up on time and early, that if they say they're gonna do it, they do it. I want them to raise young women with grace and class and dignity. I want them to graduate. I want them to own things. We teach so much other than just football here. It's unbelievable. That's why I always say, if you send me a boy, I'm gonna send you back a man, and I mean that 100%.
How do you keep a woman happy?
You gotta love what's inside the house, not just what's outside the house. And sometimes we lose focus. We start loving what's outside the house instead of what's inside the house, because that thing inside is very emotional. She'll tell you what she wants. She'll tell you what she needs. She'll tell you how to treat her. You just gotta pay attention to the signs. But sometimes we're so busy being who we are, we miss the visual that she's giving us. Like if a woman touches you on her shoulder, your shoulder, that means she want to be touched on hers. You better pay close attention to the signs, because she usually gives what she wants. What you do today? Right. None. She really wants you to say, baby, what you do today? And we just missed it because we so consumed with self. We got to get out there, especially when they've been our biggest cheerleader for a multitude of years, or they just come in the game late and they still cheering, even though we don't have on a jersey. See, baby girl still cheering, even though you ain't got on a jersey. You don't have to be great to be consistent, but you need to be consistent to be great. Tell me one thing you're consistent in. Grades. Your grades. Love it. Work ethic. You're right, JB.
Being accountable.
Being accountable. I like that. What are you consistent in? Pass rushing. Assignment. We need consistency. 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 I pride myself in being consistent, a great father. I pride myself in being consistent, a good person. I pride myself in being consistent, trying to help others. I pride myself in being consistent, trying to inspire people. I pride myself being consistent, being on time. Being consistent with who I am from day to day, so you ain't getting no one else. You know who you're gonna get from day to day. That's what we're looking for. That's what this world is looking for. It's no way that you're gonna be anything successful in life if you're inconsistent. Everybody's looking for consistency. The person that you love, that you date, that you're kicking it with, all she wants is what? Whoever you showed her you was gonna be when you was dating and you was kicking it, you gotta be that person. We're gonna work our butts off. We're gonna have a little adversity in the middle of practice, but we're gonna fight, and be consistent with how we finish and how we prepare. We got that?
Yes, sir.
Winning starts today. Let's do that.